saying what's in his hand loud enough for me to hear. When I was playing against Dakota, he kept worrying about that. He thought like
Hi everyone, welcome to Gamers Gambit Classic Constructed on Friday nights. We're starting here a little late. It's 7 o'clock tonight, and we're doing some tests before our big event coming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That is Gamers Gambit in Lake City. We have a Pro Quest tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock, so definitely be here. I'll be commentating along with my friend Goose, so there'll be two of us. So yeah. Let me see if they're getting into gameplay. It looks like they're getting started here.
you can like kind of.
That's a weird looking Kasai.
It is. It's a better looking Kasai.
I mean, you can kind of hear it right now, but like I think ultimately
Yeah.
tomorrow, once everyone's up here,
There's gonna be so many people.
So yeah, it looks like we're gonna have Dory versus Katsu. Let me. We're still doing some testing here, so apologize. So yeah. We're gonna see Dory versus Katsu. It is a game I have played a lot of, so we'll be able to see. We're seeing the Hatchet Story by John. John playing the Hatchet Story, which is definitely the meta deck, at least so far. We'll see more so maybe later on. Valiant Dynamo is just so much, just worth so much in a game of Fab, being able to block sometimes 6 times. And then we have Ryan here on Katsu playing the Mask of Momentum, trying to force those blocks versus that Axe Story, which Katsu's very good at forcing blocks from Dory. We should get some life totals up here, but it looks like we're shuffling. I'm rolling to see who goes first.
I go second.
So it looks like we're going to see Katsu go first. Dory, if ever winning a roll, almost always goes second. Maybe not against Prisma would be the only deck I would think that you wouldn't want to go against as Dory going. Like, I think with Prism, you definitely go first. So yeah, let's see what Ryan can pull off here with Katsu. Really thinking on that. So Kanachi for one, very typical of Katsu. There used to be a turtle Katsu actually, which was basically just katana block with an entire hand. Do not miss that deck at all.
No blocks.
Looks like John is taking one down to 39. Also, if anyone in YouTube chat wants to come and talk or send a message, I am absolutely willing to talk about Fab or anything you guys want to send. Another Kadachi coming in for one. Yeah, we're seeing those dynamos. That's basically a free block from Dory at this point, because if you're not swinging with axes twice, you're not very happy. Dishonor coming in for, I believe it's 2. It's not turned on. So really it's just a 0 for 2 no go again, I believe, off of Dishonor.
No go again.
A full Dishonor line against Dory can be debilitating if they're playing Dawnblade. On Axis Dory, it's not as much. Most of the time, Axis Dory is not going to get a third hit. It's very expensive. You're pretty happy when you do, but it means you probably didn't block last turn, which again, Hatchet coming in for 2 versus your block cards blocking for 3 if you do that value. It's usually worth to block the extra card versus swing an extra time. So whichever hatchet it is, not quite sure. Looks like coming in for 2 on No Girl again currently. Blocking early with equipment.
Shift.
Blade Runner and a shift. Shift giving it go again. If it hits, he will be able to make the agility if it hits.
Play for adventure plus 2.
And block.
I'm sorry. Take 2. Down to 38.
So it looks like he will be taking 2. So John will be able to make an agility off of the shift.
And then swing with hatchet body for 3.
Using the extra resource to bracer, so this axe is actually coming in for 4.
And I'm gonna get the agility token from shift really quick. Don't forget. And that'll end my turn. No, actually.
And then with an arsenal card, you're pretty happy as Dory boots are back online. So we'll be able to block with them next turn, which is exactly what you want. I think that's why this deck's really come into prominence. Let's see what Katsu can swing back with. If that's Bonds and pitch no go again, you're right. So I don't know if I caught that. It's hard to see.
Oh, Fab.
Kadashi coming in for 1 again.
I know.
It's like a 2 minutes.
No blocks, any reactions. Take 1. Down to 36.
Again, we will say, and we repeat this a lot. This is just our on-demand CC event on Fridays. Very casual REL. A lot of people bring different decks to test out. We're a little more competitive today, I think, because tomorrow will be our Pro Quest. Again, that's at 1 o'clock in Gamers Gambit in Lake City, Michigan. Make sure you stop by if you're interested. The community is really cool here. We love to meet new people. So I do think John took that surging for 4. Yellow surging for 4? I believe that's correct. Makes sense. He's going to Katsu, discarding a Whelming Gust Wave to go get another Whelming Gust Wave. I'm not as good at card knowledge as my partner in crime, Goose, is. But I do think that is a Descendant Gust Wave in yellow. Looks like that will definitely take the boot and a sink blow. Because this was coming in for 4. Looks like overblocking for sure because of that breaking spells. It did have combo. And that was the 3rd hit on the chain. So that was a smart call. Then playing Bonds. Ah, the card that gives me nightmares, Bonds. Looks like banishing a Dishonor as well. That is the full line. Surging, Descendant, Bonds is the full line for a Dishonor. So, again, Dishonor, very good. It's not as debilitating an axe story as it would be in Dawnblade Dory. In Dawnblade Dory, you block that, and you block that over and pray it does not hit by some shenanigans in reactions.
No blocks, any reactions. Take 4.
Looks like taking the red Bonds for 4. Not surprising. There's no on hit to Bonds, and then we have the Dishonor, I believe, coming in for 4. Breaking Sales to get it above, so it will hit. Oh, and then did have the instant. Take it on the chin, just in case. Not a bad call. So that really, that Breaking Scales ended up being a whole lot of nothing in terms of on hit. So really don't mind. John also has the the agility. So as long as he has one card to pitch, he's swinging twice with axes, no matter what. He did keep some cards in hand, so I'm sure he'll have a bigger, uh,
Is it broken?
turn than we think.
Two more. Agility pops. Next up, make it go again.
Break the agility. Next axe will have go again. The tokens in this specifically, I will say the tokens of might and agility have really been uh, like an overall winner for Brute and Warrior.
Down to 3.
Heavy hitters was definitely a Brute and Warrior set, and we're all here for it, I think. Yeah, I agree, Slow. Definitely the best time to see that prevent. Uh, Interesting. Okay. Again, another axe, this time for 3. Looks like Ryan did take that axe for 2 in the swing, so this is coming in for 6. Yep. Dino's back online, and Ryan didn't do too badly, able to keep that full grip there. Victor does exist. The horse, though. Yeah. Talk. He is the golden horse. He didn't do as well as like KO or Dory or Kasai did. Let's be real, which is crazy because when we started Fab, the Guardian was much to be feared. Not that Victor's not to be feared. I feel like he's still pretty good, but um, I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what that first card is, but this is 100 wins. If I could yell at them, I'd be like, "Hey, what does this card do? Hold on, let's see if we can raise them up a bit and see if we can hear them."
What do we have here? 3 cards in hand.
Yep.
Is that like?
Um,
I was right. So I did think it might be a card called Ancestral Harmony. So let's find out what that does together. As I'm trying to load the card on my phone. Your combo attacks get +1 this turn. Banish the top card of your deck. If it has combos, you may play it. So he might have banished the 100 wins, which is oh no, he banished him Genshi.
And I'm gonna read
I appreciate it, Slow. I appreciate it.
what I think is good news to me.
yeah. So you're at 23.
Yeah.
And this, friends, is why we have paper. So tomorrow at the ProQuest, make sure you bring paper and a pencil to track life.
And then I will pitch.
But I do believe life is back to where it should be, 24 to 23. I'm sure that Dory won't stay 24 long. It does look like Dory took the 4 from 100 wins. Katsu is discustering a Flusterfist to go get a Flusterfist, which is usually what we see from Katsu on the discard.
I'll play Winds of Eternity, coming in for 5. Let's go again. It's gonna put that damage back in my deck.
So coming in with blue Winds of Eternity.
Come over 5.
Yep.
I'll block 6.
Okay.
Overblocking because Dory doesn't block 5. Dory only blocks 6. That's not true. I think they're mostly playing Bloodwine now. Looks like Lord of Wind was pitched, so this Kodachi does have go again.
I'll take 1.
Yep. And then, yep, I'll do another Kodachi.
That's true, Slow. That's true. We will see them again, I
How
believe.
much is Blood and Gosser going to be coming in for?
Coming in for 4.
And then we'll get you with
We'll come in for 6.
Okay. Well, I'll do that one.
Dang, that's a lot of damage coming in.
There's no surging.
let's look up Magenshi here.
And then I will
My
play
normal Dory or my normal hero is Dory. So Katsu
Down
yep,
15.
yep.
cards while I know them.
And then I will play Mugenshi release Storm for 6.
Black 6.
Yep. Nasty.
Spill blood. Spill blood.
Okay, so just taking that damage down to 19. Honestly, for Dory, you're pretty happy with that. Able to mitigate enough uh, that you're not at super low life total.
Ah,
And, oh,
gotcha.
Pretty good to have
oh, playing a gore belching. Interesting, interesting. That'll take some people by surprise, I think.
while you're looking for your rousing, I take 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
going into the rousing and taking the full 7.
It's not
Really,
handed.
you're not sad with that. You just blocked with for 12, 13 if
That
you
doesn't make
count
it fair for me.
dynamos, and come in for 7.
I still
I
want it
mean,
for.
no one's going to complain about that as Dory. No one,
Or
absolutely.
really good hand.
That puts Ryan down to 16 on Katsu. Still looking.
That's the
I think
difference.
that rouse must be at the bottom. There it is.
Alright, let's go for strike. Takes that one down to
16. That immediately makes me regret. Because I just broke my boost for that turn. And that would not be good.
Yeah, I agree with him. No, absolutely. So definitely not a
Grave
one card
Cloud
hand.
pretty good. Like it basically
that's
just
banished, and
banished.
that's the graveyard. So
Yeah.
this is bad against Coder's Frailty.
Yeah, because it'll make you put it back in, then it's going to be like forever 0 basically.
Yeah.
Exactly what John said here.
So
You
I
don't
just
want to
switched that
see.
out and then just used
You
that.
don't want to see that with a Codex of Frailty.
So
It just clogs your arsenal
yeah, it's really
forever.
good against those decks.
Yeah.
So
That was, he just had a 19 value turn against me though. With
Yeah,
oh
attack
I'm
speed.
with Ryan. 19 value turn. That's what you see from KO. Again, that's why this deck is so good. Like it's just consistent block, consistent attack. Sorry, I won't harp on Dory anymore. Once no one's playing Dory in the stream room, I won't harp on Dory. Looks like a Lord of Wind pitch coming in for a Surging Strike. Yellow. I think this comes in for 5.
no blocks and reactions.
No reaction.
Take 4 down to 15.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 4. It's a big debate in the Dory community of whether you take the Surging or you block the Surging. I am
Yeah,
of
again because
the
you
camp
block that
you
against that
take the
main
Surging.
mask.
Yeah.
Like it lets them Katsu, which is super unfortunate, but they're gonna Katsu anyway. Really, let's be real. Katsu's gonna Katsu. He goes so wide now with all of his combo cards. You can't keep blocking and keep tempo.
24 on head draw card.
Yep, and this is why you don't block the Surging, and you block the whelming that they get instead. Yep.
Yep.
Block
And he's
14.
already don't has to worry about breaking scales because he's already broke them, so can't give this whelming +1.
Gotcha. Coming in for 1.
No blocks and reactions.
No reaction.
Down to 14.
Yep. I will Arsenal.
Makes sense down to 14 and Arsenal. All right, again, as Doria, you are very happy in this position, but that can change all in an instant because Katsu. Katsu still has Mask up to block with,
Yep.
still has Heart and Crop Strap if he needs it. But Axe for 2. Looks like he had to pitch Spoils of War over there. So that is a red.
I was scared against a Dory that got to keep 3 cards.
Yeah,
But you use
exactly
reactions.
what Ryan said.
That's true. Yeah, I made the call.
Attack. No reactions.
Take 2.
Oh, sorry. I do have a
You have a
reaction.
blade runner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pitch.
Yep.
Oh, you have a 2. Okay. Y'all take 2. And you can come in for 6.
Yep. And then come in for 6 off the tunic.
Tunic.
Nice.
Go down.
That is a very well played hand there. So it looks like we're 14 to 8.
Will be
Again,
way different.
it's Katsu. You never
I
know
do-
what
I can
your
pick up
opponent
these.
has.
Yeah.
Singing still late, there's definitely talks of like whether it's good or not because you can only target one axe with it.
Yeah.
So a lot of decks don't run it. The draw card though and creating the on hit I think is really good.
You like
But
what? Going in for
Be like water. I know this one. If this hits, Ryan can pay one and
This
make it
hits, you
any
may
name
do
of card he wants, which will probably
Ernest.
be
Yep.
Searching Strike or Whelming or Bonds, depending on what's his hand.
Damn.
I do believe it comes in for 3.
Alright.
So this is a
Black.
1 card block.
No blocks and reactions.
Yeah, during reactions.
You're gonna pay 1.
You're gonna pay for it.
Oh,
Ooh, Art of War.
3 and banish for draw 2.
100
so
wins,
it's coming
drawing
in for
2.
4.
And then I'm gonna also
Yeah, I can see
go
this.
for choosing +1/+1, banish for draw 2.
Jeez.
Yep. And
Dang.
then
I don't see what he
kind of
drew,
in
so
reaction to that.
we'll
No.
have to see how this goes.
Yeah. Down to 9.
Yep. I will
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead
taking
and
a 9, Katsuing, discarding Be Like Water to go get. See. On the edge of our seat, what is he gonna go get? Yeah, well, I think we all could have seen that. Going to go get a Whelming Gust Wave.
and I will pay the 1 to turn that into Surgeon Strikes. And then I will come in with a Whelming Gust Wave for 6. On hit, draw a card.
Yes. So he did pay the 1 for making it a Surging Strike. So Whelming does get all of the fun things.
During reactions, Ancestral.
Oh.
That's realistic.
Ancestral Empowerment. So this is hitting for
On
1
hit,
on
draw a
hit.
card.
We'll
Yep.
draw a card. Yeah, exactly what John said.
Scratchers.
I. John doesn't know what's in hand. We honestly don't know
I
what's
mean,
in
it's fine.
hand.
No.
You only need one. You only need one blue
So
card.
be very interested to see.
I have no choice.
That's a very good
Yeah.
card, actually.
You don't really want to use that there. Like, you're definitely losing value. But you do make the agility, so if you can keep this 1 card in hand, you will have a turn next turn. That's why Take It on the Chin so good.
Ancestral here to see what I was going to turn it into.
Uh,
You have 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
this is a big turn for Katsu. I mean, he does have John down to 9.
I have a very nice
Blocked 3 cards with hand. Like, if John wants a turn next turn, he has to keep this. So we're going to see. We're probably not going to see a mass trigger this turn, just because he can't swing in with a Karachi. I guess the other way would be you could pitch Karachi, come in with a 3rd card, and make it so he um has to block with, but he still has boots this turn. I think.
I think I have to do it just to capitalize on this art of war turn.
Mm-hmm.
Surging Strike for 7.
Wow. So that's a Surging Strike for 7. That was the 3rd Art of War. Ugh,
Down to 4. Yep.
that is slightly heartbreaking.
Just, we'll see if that was a mistake. If I should have kept one of those Arsenal, but
So I'm wondering,
ultimately,
let me look again at Heart and Cross Strap.
Catch him up.
yep, so you can do 2
I mean,
and 2.
so action destroy next to energy costs 2 less to play. Go again. Yeah, so it doesn't really work for what I was thinking, because it was in Art of War you had to pitch. I mean, I think you made the right choice. This does allow John a turn, though, which you do not want as Katsu right now.
I'll drop 3.
For this part.
Yep.
Oh, that was stupid. No, that was actually really dumb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot about the +1 here.
Oh, yeah, that's going for 3.
So that's coming in for
Yeah.
3. He did stop the bracers. So really, because he
If you would
blocked.
have said this would have come in for 4.
Yeah. John thinking the same thing. We're thinking the same lines here.
Yeah, but I still need to go again.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep, I think I'll just take that 3 then.
Take 3?
Yep.
He died.
makes sense. I could see him taking the 3. Down to 5. So 4 to 5, very close game. Very, very close game.
I
Katsu
hit
having 3 cards.
Yeah.
before I draw.
This is where Katsu is a make or break, really.
Ooh, Kadachi.
Yep.
No block
Every
city masters.
Kadachi matters.
2-1. Draw 3.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kadachi.
Kadachi here. Be very surprised if John doesn't block with Dynamos. I mean, there are breakpoints, though, that sometimes are more important, so you could hold them back and take the another one, but you're officially in a Kadachi lock at that point. Like, you are blocking with 2 cards. Yeah. I probably would have made the same decision, but there is legs on either way. Looks like a Descendant Gust Wave.
Spin reactions.
Take
Draw a
1.
card. Name 1.
Katsu.
Gotcha. That was really
And
close.
yeah, that's exactly what Ryan wanted to
Kadachi,
see.
Kadachi to Descendants. A very good combo.
Into a Bonds. Yep. Bonds.
Attack with Bonds. Bonds ability.
Yep. Going to go get
I'm
Bonds.
about to ruin my turn.
Katsu just has,
Ruin the Bonds.
the way I used to play against Katsu, and I think
You don't need
most
it.
stories used to play, is you used to
Lose
block
one.
until they were out of
You just gotta be
threats.
able to take a card.
At this point, Katsu doesn't run out of threats
Yeah,
anymore.
much less
Like,
reactions. It's basically the
a
same.
lot of times.
You have to take 1.
Yep.
Next game.
Yep.
Down to
And full
1.
surface for 4.
Yeah.
Full surface for 4. He's going to have to block.
See,
And
I
then,
needed this. I had.
Oh, did you have a no block? No, you can
No,
block that out.
I had
So it's
2.
not game yet.
I had 2 Blade Runners. Well, no, you can Kadachi lock with them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Kadachi locked at this point. I would
Well,
be
you can
very
block them with
surprised.
tags.
I mean, as Ryan said, he hasn't been through a lot of his good attacks. He still has Bonds, though, and Bonds is just
Gotcha.
crazy. What is this?
This
Winds
is
of Eternity pitched.
shocking. Surging for 5.
Oh, God.
This is disgusting. I want to show you this hand.
Any reactions?
No reaction. Yeah.
Oh, there's the sink.
Descendant.
Block for 7. Descendant.
And Bonds.
Yellow.
The
Block the
natural
sink.
Bonds.
And taking. Yeah, he had the
Oh,
natural.
man.
All right. Well, good game from
If
both
only
of
I didn't get
our
that Blade Runner turn. That would have
players.
been.
Katsu takes it. So hello, hello. Okay. Sorry, realizing how this works sometimes, but hello, hello. I'm sure we can get someone in here to talk about their deck. Maybe we can get Ryan in here, see if he'll talk about it. I'm sure he has lots to say about Katsu and whether he's running at ProQuest tomorrow. You never know. You never know. I'll keep plugging it all night tonight, but Lake City Gamers Gambit. This is Lake City, Michigan. We are having our ProQuest or Season 5 ProQuest tomorrow, which is Saturday at 1 o'clock. I will be here. A lot of us will be here. A lot of people you see tonight will be here. And we'll have a great time. Yeah, so make sure to stop by. And yeah, we're very excited. We've had a few RTNs and a ProQuest already, so we enjoy being able to see new people from around the state. So yeah, if you're around and you want to play, absolutely come by. If you've ever played Flesh and Blood, we'd love to have you. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna take a be right back break, and yeah, we will be right back. Hopefully with with someone willing to talk to us. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Oh, I did get the headset working, so if we can get Ryan back, we will. We will. Let's see. How's everyone doing in the chat? Anyone in the chat coming tomorrow? I know Sloat is. I already saw him. He'll be here tomorrow. He is our local level 1 judge, and so yeah, we'll see him there. We are having a costume contest, or not contest. We're having a costume party tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be dressed as. I have a few costumes that I could choose. Might be dressed as Dory. Might be something else. Who knows? I know Sloat will be coming in a Jedi costume, so level 1 judge is a Jedi. So yeah. I know. Ryan was talking about a bit of a misplay with his double Art of War turn. I wonder what he thought it was. Um, he never did. I might have missed it. I didn't think he ever used Heart and Cot Strap. I think maybe a little more offensive. Although if you don't need it and you have the resources for it, why use it? For sure, for sure. But yeah, again, is anyone new here? If so, progress tomorrow. Gamers Gambit, Lake City, Michigan, 1 o'clock tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can get someone. Be right back. And we're back, and we're back. And I found a wild Ryan who was playing Katsu today. Hello, welcome, welcome. So yeah, you don't really want to see 3 Art of Wars in one hand, do you?
No, the 2 was already pretty risky. It worked out well because
Yeah.
if I would have used the ancestral, I could have used the Art of War. I think that's right. That could have
Yeah.
been really disgusting.
Did you end up using Heart and Cross Strap at all? Like, I noticed that too.
I
I
was
didn't.
trying to hold it for it said goodbye to me.
Oh no! Oh no! Technical difficulties. Uh-oh, that's not what we want to hear. Don't hold. Yeah. Are we there?
No, it's dead.
It's dead. Okay. Never mind. Ryan can't talk to us. Well, thank you anyway. Yeah, we'll charge him tonight. Make sure that we get prepared prepared for tomorrow so we have no technical difficulties. So yeah. It's lovely today. The weather is lovely. I'm just kind of talking to myself at this point. Sorry. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure. I think we have at least one game going, but we should be able to start another one soon. Again, this is our casual Friday nights. Um, we do this every Friday, 6:30, and there's actually no entry fee unless you want to get in League. League is a cash pot, so anyone that enters, depending on how well you do, you get points, and if you get the most amount of points, you get top prize and second most, and on and on. I think usually almost everyone gets something. Um, yeah, yeah. Other than that, so that's our Fridays. Our Sundays for Flesh and Blood, we have Blitz at 1 o'clock now. It's not 2 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock now. Um, Yeah, and that is our armory, our Blitz Armory. That's where you can do the normal armory prizes. There's no entry fee there as well. Um, Greg, Greg definitely tries to. Greg's the store owner. He's the owner of Gamers Gambit. Greg likes our events to our smaller events at least, our weekly events to be free. So you can always stop by. We love newcomers. So if you are new to Fab or you just jumped on and you're like, I don't know what's happening, uh, and you live in Lake City or close to Lake City, you can come by on either Friday nights at 6:30 or Sundays at 1 o'clock. Sundays at 1 o'clock are our Bliss events, which we tend to be more for beginners. So, yeah, we love new people and we love to teach the game. For sure, for sure. Yep, I'm checking to see. It looks like we still have a game going. Should be over soon though, and then we'll get into the next game. But yeah, all right. What else? Let's see if I can pull up the Gamers Gambit schedule. Uh, if you want to see the full schedule, look at Gamers Gambit LLC on Facebook. Um, and you'll see there's also a stream there that you can watch. That one does not have commentary, but you can watch the game. Um, and then let's see. Let me find the full schedule here. If depending on other card games you like, there is there's Pokemon on Wednesday nights from 5 to 7 p.m. as well as oh, it looks like we have Lorcana on Tuesdays. So if you're into Lorcana, make sure to stop by and play some Lorcana. I know that it's actually really big in our shop. We have, so I think we have it also on Sundays, right? Yeah, Disney Lorcana on Sundays right after Blitz. So if you enjoy both Fab and Lorcana, starting at 1 p.m. is Blitz until 4, and then at 4 to whatever Lorcana ends is Lorcana tournament. I don't know tournament. I think they just play Lorcana. Um, let's see. It is Lorcana constructed free entry as well. Yeah. I also know there's Yu-Gi-Oh on Saturdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Yeah. And Pokemon on Saturdays, as well as Commander from 2 to 6 on Saturdays. So if you're into anything like that, make sure to stop by. We have a lovely community here. Um, and we'd love to have you. I mostly commentate Fab on Fridays. But like I said, I'll be here tomorrow. And every once in a while, I'm around. So yeah. You'll also see Sloat, who is in the chat. He's usually here on Fridays as well. Sometimes on Sundays as well. A lot of the people that you'll see in the stream room today are sometimes play Blitz on Sundays as well. But like I said, Sunday Blitz is definitely our beginner event. So yeah. Also, let's discuss the new KO deck, huh? Not exactly what anyone wanted. Definitely wanted more. I think not including at least one Blood Rush Bellow was definitely a design miss. But that's just me. Uh, we did pick one up though. We have ours, unfortunately, because we need the chess piece for it. That was also a design miss. Because I definitely would have liked this to definitely be more of a new players, maybe, just reprints only cards that current players already have. Um, Slow is known to play a bit of KO, so we definitely had to pick one up. But yeah, I definitely wish the precons were more. I don't know, either printed more to demand or didn't have the new cards in them. But that's just me. Also, Blood Rush Bellows should have had at least one. All right, but Bolton, the next Bolton one's out. I'm not sure that we've discussed. I don't think I've seen any spoilers of the Bolton, but I did miss spoilers today. I did. I definitely did not pay attention to spoilers today. Let's see. I'm really excited for Zen though. I am a huge cat litter. My gamer tag is kittens. So I might play Zen, and it might be all cats. Yes, might be all cats. I don't care about attack. It's just I'm just gonna make 50 crouching tigers that hit for 0. That sounds like a deck that'll do well. Let me see. Official card reveals. Oh, we did see the boots of Bolton, which seemed really, really good. I'm all for defending charge. I think that's a way to make Bolton very viable and more consistent. Um, and also the D react. The D react, really 0 for 5. I mean, that's not bad at all. I think we're all pretty happy with that. And you can charge. I think that's a very, very good card. And I think we'll see a lot of Boltons run it. Unfortunately, again, in the Bolton pre-constructed CC deck, which means a lot of people that play Bolton are going to buy it. Which I don't know. I definitely wish it was more new player focused for sure. Um, Also, beautiful time snap potion that's coming in. I think at Nats, which, hey, I'll be there. A few of us will be there playing at Nationals. I'm not playing in Nats. I'm playing at the Calling, I think. So, or some side events. Who knows? I'm going to Nats though. I know quite a few people that'll be playing tomorrow are also planning on going to Minneapolis to Nats, either the play at Nats or in the Calling. Um, let's see. I did miss. Oh, this is the instant prevents. Yeah, that seems super good. I do like Aqua Seeing Shell. Um, it's interesting. An instant for a blue draw card. I think there's play, especially with a. I guess it's probably Mystic though. Did it say if it was generic or Mystic? I'm sure it's Mystic. It's Mystic. Cause I would have loved that. Oh, Aqua Lapse. Turn this face up. Target attack gains go again. Start of turn. Destroy this. That's amazing. That is really good. Although my question is, do you have reminder text on the other side knowing what it is to remember what it is? Because I wonder if you can uncloak things. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of draft, right? Like, how am I supposed to remember what this does in draft? I'm just gonna be picking up the card. What does it say? Put it back down. The art in this set is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. For sure, for sure. Looks like we're still waiting on a few players. I'm wondering if we're hitting time soon. Not sure. But yeah. So yeah, we're definitely waiting. Yeah, we're definitely still waiting on a few players now. I might take a quick break and be right back again. Thanks. Hello, we're back. We're back. And we will be starting here in a minute soon. Round just got paired. Oh, looks like they're still getting ready. Let me pull up YouTube chat and we'll get started here soon. All right. Yeah, so I think we're getting started. Let's switch over. Switch over here. It looks like we're having Ryan again, so we'll see Katsu once again. I think I'm going. Yeah, we'll see Katsu once again, and I do believe, I'm not sure, but I think Jess usually plays Dory, so we may see another Katsu versus Dory match. So I actually know what'll be happening. I don't have to commentate like Vincent, where I have not really played much Vincent, so I would be not great there. But yeah, let's see. Looks like they're trying to, well, Ryan was trying to put Time Flippers in his deck. So yeah. Again, I want to point out that this is our Friday night Fab event here at Gamers Gambit. It starts at 6:30 on Fridays. And it is just our on-demand event. Our Armory event is on Sundays at 1 o'clock for Blitz. That's in Lake City, Michigan. And then tomorrow, we have our Pro Quest at 1 o'clock. So yeah. Yeah, we have our Pro Quest at 1 o'clock tomorrow on Saturday. So if you are near Lake City, Michigan, make sure to stop by. And it does look like we are going to see another Katsu versus Dory. We'll see if this Dory has more luck.
I'm not playing tomorrow, so I'm just here for support.
You're here because you got a cake.
Huh?
You're here because you got a cake. I felt so bad. I didn't know you guys weren't going to be here for one. I told Mike that that's the downside of doing surprises. It's like not everyone's going to be here every single time.
Michael was
So yeah. You might be able to be on. You're muted right now. Try it. Put it on and talk, and we'll. You gotta. Do you hit the mute button on the side? Yeah, you're on, so you can hear.
Oh, cool.
To see you. So we can't talk at the same time. Just fair warning. So I have to. So when you talk, I have to mute. When I talk, you have to mute. It's fine. It's testing, so you're good. It's just so that there's no echo. Like I'll have to like cue you and be like, "Hey, you can talk now" or whatever. But yeah, it looks like they're setting up. We'll see. Looks like Jess is going first. She did put a 1 on her tuna counter, so I'm gonna assume she's going first.
So I did a lot of play testing with Jess and that Dory deck. It'll be interesting to see how it'll fare against Ryan's Katsu. Katsu's deck goes really wide. He is playing Lynx instead of Mask Momentum, so he may be trying to get certain cards.
no. I think go eat off. Ping more damage.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Jess does play Oath of Steel, which we've discussed this at length. What I feel about that card, and I'm sure you guys have too. But yeah, I wonder if he's trying to feel it out. If he didn't feel like Mask of Momentum was good enough against you. Any differences you think between a Mask of a Momentum game or a Lynx game?
I will block 7.
Sick.
You died. You died. Your headset died. Oh no. We gotta plug this in for tomorrow. I don't know if we can plug it in now. It's not necessarily my setup. I just. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to plug anything in. But yeah, but we can still banter back and forth. So yeah, I definitely think the Lynx Max puts for more combo-y type.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I asked him about this. He didn't break Heart and Krat's step in your game. And I asked him and he's like, I was saving it and he's like, I probably should break it earlier. And I'm like, no, I'm with you for sure. I think especially in this sort of match, we want to see super aggro very early. Which,
Yeah, Hachidori problem is go wide. It's really bad for her because she's based around blocking with 2 cards and swinging back with 2 cards.
I don't know if that does anything. We'll have to find out.
yeah, no, 100%. Okay, there we go. 100%. Now we discussed this, or I was discussing this by myself. And the question was, do you block the surging or the whelming? So do you block this with 2 cards, or do you wait until he Katsu's finds the whelming, plays the whelming?
I think to save the game, you block that first card, especially with links. Because if you get over your head early in the game, it's easier to come back than later on in the game. You don't want
Yeah.
to get them too much momentum at the beginning of the game, then you're just playing catch up all day.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting enough. I could hear you better on the other side.
And then I will play the bonds. Pretty sure it's
So yeah, differences. Yeah, 100%. Looks like she sunk the woman guest wave. So I've played against a lot of Katsu. You know this. I always do wonder is do you make them breaking skills early? Because you did, and that did help you a lot.
Yes, yeah. As soon as you get them to break his armor as early as possible, the better luck you have being able to get momentum later on.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. And yeah, you definitely need that. This Bond's turn's gonna hurt though.
Yeah, that's why you block shooting shot right away, especially this early in the game.
See, I disagree. I think you block the whelming because you know the whelming's coming. Eventually, he's gonna run out of red whelmings. Is my thought.
I would just block right there and this turn.
Oh, this is turn 2. This is Ryan's turn 1. Jess went first last time, I think. I could be wrong. She has a counter on Tunic, which makes me think this is not. Yeah.
So it's her first turn.
It's her. Yeah, it's the meaningful turn. Ooh, she went armor block heavy.
I just feel like blocking hard caution. I like blocking with the dog. Get rid of it.
That's interesting. Which you guys, I don't know, is I do horribly into Katsu as Dory. I don't know if because I block too much, which is definitely a possibility. But I'm also more of a Dawnblade Dory turn or Dawnblade Dory player. Where you two have definitely played more hatchets. Oh yeah, Sloat talked about your gore belching turn. Yeah. That was great. That was a great turn there.
Yeah, unfortunately, my next hand was all red.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to keep the momentum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if you can get 19-point value, is fantastic. Yeah. Now that I'm watching, we're watching the caster volume here. So you should see I'm usually at 35. So when you're talking, you are too. Yeah, so sorry. Warriors Valor, is that in red? Hold on, let's full screen it here. That should be in red, I think.
Oh, it's blue.
It's blue? Oh, she must have not had go again. That sucks. This will probably require.
It is interesting playing blue Warriors Valor. Because if the hatchet doesn't hit, it doesn't get going.
That's true. I do think blue. I mean, let's be real. If you're playing Dory and you're playing Axe Dory, and if you're playing basically any of your blues that's not Blade Runner, Hit and Run, or Blood and Wine, you're in a real issue. So I think Blue Warriors Valor's fine as a blue block 3 that you're gonna pitch with. that will give +1 at endgame, I think that's okay. But you know what I'm saying. Like, if you're you don't want to be Dory in this situation playing. No, absolutely
I
not.
think Glorious Valor
Oh yeah, I get
is
dynamo.
just fine for the second attack swing.
Yeah.
But the first attack swing, this can destroy getting your dynamos
You
back,
get present
Mhm.
5,
and your
10.
actual cards in hand and increase a lot of value.
Yeah.
But Kachu does not like to block. I think Ryan's Katsu is super wide aggro,
Yeah.
so he may not like blocking.
Which this is a 1-card block for him. He's definitely going to block here.
Oh yeah, so
10,
Well, unless he just decides, nah.
14, 15, 16,
Does Jess have any cards in hand? I don't think she does.
damage.
So really, honestly, while you'd rather have a Blade Runner.
If that helps you decide.
is that what this deal is?
I will. No, I'm just
This Iron Song response. Oh, the Steel is the +3 next turn, maybe?
That's good. I like things.
I don't remember. Or +3 next attack. I don't know. I don't play it. It's a warrior card I don't play. She showed it to me. And she's gonna be super happy she got to play it on stream. Because she tries to prove to me she likes it. Is it Oath of Steel? I think that's the card. It is. Oath of Steel is an Everfest card. Whenever you hit with a weapon turn, put a +1 counter at the beginning of your end phase. Remove all +1 counters. So it's really just +1.
So your first hatch you get +1, your second hatch you get +1.
Yes.
Is it the count for if you get a second hatchet, would you get another +1?
Yes, but then it's removed at the end of the turn. So you're really only carrying for 2 hits. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but who knows? It's a +1. It's for 0 still as well. So
What else can you do here?
you're gonna have to block the Whelming, I think. Yeah, Jess is running into issues with this super aggro Katsu. Like, this is 2 turns of just absolutely 100% what you don't want to see as Dory.
You said 2
Yeah,
or
right
one?
now what Jess is trying to do is just trying to decide what 2 cards she can block with the best to try to be able to bounce back with 2 actions again.
Interesting. I feel like I would breaking skills here if I was. Oh, he didn't have enough though. That card draw, who knows what it could have been. So that 1 block really did help.
So with a 3-card hand,
Pump.
if she has the right card, she can come back with some really valuable actions.
Steel.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we got Sharpen Steel.
And hit and run. So this first one's coming in for 5 at least. Yeah. Coming in for 5 with go again.
Sounds good. I will Brave Forge.
Yep. Makes sense to Brave Forge here. So
Is she Brave Forge?
she did. She said she was Brave Forging. So this one is coming in for 4. So interestingly enough, she didn't need the tunic counter for that.
Sounds good. Get dynamos back.
No, she didn't.
I'm actually
So,
She probably just miscounted.
which is, it happens to all of us for sure, especially go again of 1.
She didn't block the 3. She could have came in for a 3rd X-Wing.
Yeah, but is that worth it? X-Wing come in for 3, block for 3. You're blocking also a card draw.
No, so here's the thing. If you would have done swing with axe, you done Sharper Steel, swing with the axe, then you could have done Shift the Tide of Battle, and then it would have created an agility token if it hit. Gave it go again, play hit and run, give your next axe plus 3, and go again. So you would have leveled that.
Yeah, it just depends on what she kept Katsu from doing too, because we definitely have to think about like what did that 1 block stop Katsu from doing? Probably a lot. So while it would have been worth a lot, could Katsu have gotten +6 off of that? Right. Possibly.
I just look at the aggro side.
That's true. Yeah, Mr. 5 player over here. Switch to Dory, plays Dory aggro, not mid range. For shame, for shame.
Mid-range aggro.
Looks like, okay, so she took the surging, which, Salt the Wound, I believe it was discarded. Is that what that is? Yeah, Salt the Wound. He's mathing. He's doing the fab math. We can hear them a little bit, so when I'm quiet, I'm trying to see if he's talking through his turn or not.
Weird issue.
That's good. I like you having weird issues. Not as weird as your ProQuest.
Also mask, I think.
Whoa.
No, I disagree. You didn't block the Surging Strike in your game at all.
He's natural momentum.
It still works.
No, because he can links off a Surging Strike.
He could links off of anything.
Natural momentum.
It's Katsu. The reason you block Surging, or the thought process behind, at least in my mind of what I've been told, is the reason you block Surging in Katsu is to forgo so they can't Katsu trigger into a Whelming Gust Wave. But the other side of that, which is where I'm at, I'm on the other side, is you take the 5, let Katsu Whelming, block the Whelming, and eventually he's going to run out of threats, at least Whelming threats, right? So you block the Whelming with usually 1 card in equipment or just 1 card. But
Block the raw damage, block the
yes,
hits.
there is the other Dory math, which is you block the Surging so they can't get the Whelming. But Katsu just has so many threats now. They just have a Bonds or a, they just have so many threats now that I don't think it matters. Or a natural Gust Wave. He might have, no, he searched for a Bonds. Gross. Sorry. Bonds is a very, very good card. Yep, he's breaking the boots. He must not have the go get multiple dishonors. Oh, because that's the full line, right? Let me look. I think that is. But so counterpoint to not blocking the Surging, I think you always block the Be Like Water.
Oh yeah, that was really good because they can turn into a bunch of different cards.
Okay, so let's see if the dishonor line is on. So you have to have Surging, Ascendant, and Bonds, and he does have all 3. So dishonor is +2, and to go again because of boots. So he's going to be able to swing with dishonor for 4 twice on hit, turn off Dory, I believe.
So throughout the rest of the game, this dishonor turn could take away anywhere from 2 to 3 points of value, maybe up to 4, depending on how often.
Yeah. So I will say I think this doesn't hurt Axe Story as much as it would be a disaster for Dawnblade Dory.
Right.
A disaster. But I think in Axe Story, while it will really suck and it will take off a lot of the points of value, I do definitely believe that it doesn't end your game like it would in Dawnblade Dory.
Right. Yeah, the real value of Dory is that's bringing the 3rd axe to get Dynamos back.
Yeah, it looks like she is blocking here.
Interesting, she blocked the Bonds, even though she knew dishonor was coming. Oh, she might.
She's gonna have to block this. Oh yeah, and she's gonna take the 1 because she didn't. Yep, it happens. Off of Breaking Scales, and then no Dory ability. Which is again, I think not the end of the world.
No, I don't think so either.
Probably second.
Because I mean, I think in your game we can talk about it. We didn't see 3rd hits from you very often either.
No.
And it's a pretty rare thing.
When you're blocking so much, you don't really swing out 3rd weapon.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think Breeze Rider Boots was the right call. He was talking about not blocking or not breaking him. No, 100%. I think breaking Breeze Rider Boots was the correct call there.
So that's not terrible. Extra body.
So yeah, okay. She still has a card in hand.
Right. So this is where you can still react like a Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Swing for that second axe, get your Dynamos back, and try to.
100%.
He has no more armor.
Yes.
So a lot of this stuff is just going to be coming just from his hands.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is the moment
There's.
you try to claw right back.
Yep, and there's the Red Blade Runner, and then coming in for 6 on this one.
Yep.
I think this is definitely a Dynamos are back. Let's go. Oh, he probably heard us out. Maybe. We'll have to ask. We'll have to ask them when they come out if they can hear us through the wall.
Be like water coming in for 3.
Oh, there's the Be Like Water.
During the ancestral.
The ancestral giving it +1. It's so
And the
good.
draw card, yep. 100%, and then allows you to Katsu off of that too.
So my time is 5. I love ancestral powering everything.
Mm-hmm.
With Katsu, it feels like it's so much more dangerous. It activates his ability.
Yep. Yeah, no, 100%. Some Katsu lists, not many, but some. So no Kadachi's this turn. Unless he's pitching again.
And then I will warm
Pitchy Yellow Surging also interesting for the natural whelming. Did he not search? Oh, he did. I don't think he banished anything.
And then I will bonds.
Oh, discard. You discard off Katsu, not yeah, banishing bonds. Go get a bonds, and then it just continues. Can you go? Yeah. Well, you could get anything, I think, but I think it's another bonds you get.
Bonds coming in for 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ghost wave coming in for 3.
Yep.
Bonds.
And bonds again. Yep. Banish a Flisterfist to go get. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 wide? And we're going to see the 5th here.
3 and
Oh, no, sorry. 1, 2, 5 wide. This will be the 6th.
And all because of ancestral power.
All because of Ancestral Empowerment. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, my turn's gonna be super exciting.
Swing with X
I'm going to.
is my guess. I mean, I think Ryan's very happy he ran the, oh, yep, got a line one, yeah.
So that's, yep, that could set up a good turn.
Yeah, because she'll also have Tunic counter up. So that's she can block.
Resources and go again.
Yep, so she'll be able to block her whole hand and be able to swing. So, which is what you want to see, but tall block. I don't think we've had anyone.
If I don't have to block it.
So yeah. You don't often see Descendant as first card. It's not usually your starter, like but
He may be running out of gas.
it's possible, but again, I don't think Katsu runs out of gas anymore. Not like he used to. When I used to play Katsu, what you did is you blocked until Katsu had nothing left.
So he did have a 4 turn
finally. We're of course on the turn where Jessica could have blocked out, no issues.
Maybe this is a turn that she can actually know to start.
Hopefully. So that's a yeah.
Coming in for 5 with Go Again.
Coming in for 5 with Go Again. Yeah. I think she only runs reds. So this is coming, yeah, 5. What do you think you do as Ryan here?
I take damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's up by 20 points.
Oh, and a flick flack. Oh, so sad, so sad. Still takes 1 though. But combo cards block for more this turn. Which is not what you want to see.
She has 1 card in hand?
Mm-hmm.
It could be in the swing.
Could be. She's out of resources though. Oh, in the swing, yes, it's 0. Yeah. I was thinking. Yeah, that's probably the right call anyway. Especially if it's a Go Again card. Yep, Lord of Wind. And here comes Kadachi. Just constant. Kadachi. Yep. Thankfully, again, do you have Dynamos? Do you block with Tunic here? Or do you save it for a more impactful block?
I would save it for a breakpoint block.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because he has the cards and then you draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play a
I think she's just trying to mitigate damage, though. 100 wins. 3? I think yellow 100 wins is 3. So this is only a 1 card block from her. Yeah.
3. And I will.
In the Pro Quest tomorrow, we do, I think, have people will be using dice for us, so stream will be easier to understand what's going on. So yeah, that'll be nice. Ooh, Kasu have 1 card in hand left. Yikes, that hurts. I think Jess might be able to claw her way back a little. Ooh, Nourish Hampton is 6 Dom.
So she must not have been able to
Give go again to her axe.
Yeah, she did pitch glistening.
She might need the resources though. Yeah. I don't know.
I'll block 3. With the reactions.
Oh, he has it in Arsenal. He's got all the answers. He's got all the answers. But as Katsu tends to do with Dory anymore.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
know, once again, he's so sorry.
All right, so Be Like Water coming in for 3. Good news for Jess is she did require him to use basically his entire hand. 100 wins for 4. Oh, she had the fate. Yeah, there you go. You see Dari clawing back. Oh, he hear me. We might have to tell Greg.
Coming in for 2.
Coming in for 2. Yeah, look at all those raids on him.
As Katsu, searching graveyard. 100% necessary.
A lot of raids and yellows, huh? Too bad you're not playing casino.
Well, you were in the stream room. Could you hear?
We use them.
I could not hear you at all.
It's really quiet out here now.
Yeah, I think when there's more noise in the room,
Mm-hmm.
you will go to hear it.
Yeah. We're silently waiting.
Maybe I should put some foam up in between the walls.
Yeah. Well, there's talk about moving as well, so we'll see.
Down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go.
It might be for the better.
Take 2.
We'll see what he's got to move all this. That's a mess too. So,
Right.
Blade Runner coming in for 5.
It's probably my favorite combo for Hadidori.
Yep.
It's pitching a blue, swing a hatchet, Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
Let it. Hopefully it hits, so you get use your other resources to get bracers and then swing for hatchet again.
Yeah, but I mean, off of this, so this is why, and I've discussed this with the stream already, was why Hatchetori is so good. 2 card hand is hatchet, Blade Runner, hatchet for 6, 5, 4 with 1. That's just a 2 card hand, like, and then you get Dynamos back. So I mean, you're coming.
What, 10 points of value?
So that's 2 cards. So 6 block. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Really.
Yeah.
And if you can consistently anywhere from 15 to 13, depending, 13 being your blue Blade Runner. But you also have hit and runs and all that kind of stuff too. So.
But 13 points of value to 15 points of value on a consistent turn.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Will give you that victory.
Yeah. It does look like she blocked 1 Kadachi with the boots, the Dynamos. Block with Spill Blood. Oh, also that card. So much value in 1 card.
Yeah.
Blue Whelming looks like. So I think this is only coming in for 1. She's really should she had those Dynamos for this, I think.
At this point, I would take that
full
one.
send on that.
Nope, because no, you wouldn't draw, but no, I think
Does
she's
one let you
making.
draw?
Yeah, but he didn't have the surging with it.
Yeah, I would just
Oh, she had the Goblet of Blood Wine.
No hero ability. Dynamo's back, which is kind of
She has a full block turn though. Ugh, she doesn't have dynamos with it.
Pretty sure you're dead now. Surging for 4.
So pitching a yellow.
Yep, pitching a yellow, coming in surging for 4, which is going to require just 1 card block because she had a sink. And then Descendant has another one. Here we go. This was bonds for 3 though. I believe yellow bonds is for 3.
She does have agility,
So she doesn't have
she can
tunic
give up
though.
2 more cards.
Yeah. But again, 1 card block. What's he gonna be searching for? Something that comes in for 4 is my guess. Probably doesn't matter what it is. But she still is at 3 life. So she can take some hits if need be.
Garbage. Absolute garbage.
100 wins. Yellow 100 wins also comes in for 3, I believe. So should be able to.
So like what I was just saying, she can use 1
How
card
did you do that?
with the agility and vigor.
Even if I block it?
Yes, is this on attack? It does it every time.
So that one's coming in for 2.
I don't blame Jess. Katsu's so confusing sometimes. There's a lot of triggers and a lot of things you gotta watch. So it's really hard to play against a Katsu, especially if they don't know what they're doing. But Ryan does. So he's able to explain triggers and very willing to explain triggers. And that's what you need in a good Katsu's to be able to explain. Every once in a while you run into a Katsu and you're like, I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. So, but yeah, but Ryan and Dakota and all the Katsus we have here are usually pretty good about explaining triggers. Just was able to survive and then come in with an axe, I believe. She really tunic would have been nice here because it could have been axe, go again axe. She's chipping him down though. He's down to 13. This is harmony. This is +1.
This looks like a lot of garbage.
Depending on what he has.
That's why I wanted to show you what was in my deck.
It's pretty. I do like that card. I just looked up Ancestral Harmony earlier. Yeah, banish top card can play it if it has combo, which it does not. So cannot play that Ancestral Harmony.
Well, I can afford to take. Yeah, I can afford to take.
Wait, banish Ancestral Harmony.
And he can't play it because combo. It doesn't have combo, so he can't play it. Or no. If it has combo, give all cards +1. So they do not have +1 this turn. So thankfully. Yep. So really, she got lucky with that. I can see why Ryan would have a hard time deciding to be greedy or not because
she has been clawing her way back.
She has. Yeah.
Because that's what the mid-range chat story can do.
So this is not a Dishonored that's turned on, so I just believe it is in for 2. No, he was not greedy, I think. And then, so she, hopefully we can see, okay, so we see spoils come in for 4. Or we go again.
So this will get her Valley Diamonds back.
Yep.
Which is really good because she isn't really Kadachi locked as much as she could be.
Yep, for sure.
Back,
she just said she can block get Dynamos back to block a Kadachi, which is funny.
I have walked you, I'm so proud of this game.
So yeah, so 3, so 5 and 3, 7
so much
plus 4 and 3. You're right, coming for 7.
I'm so proud of this game. I'm gonna lose. I really
Don't say she's saying she's gonna lose. Don't listen to her. She can claw her way back. She did make that all important copper. Don't forget. I mean, it's important to Jeremiah. Jeremiah is LL'd in CC anyway, but. So we see a Lord of Wind and a Bonds blocked with. So 2-card hand for Ryan here. Kadashi lock. Oh, she was be able to play the take on the chin to get the agility. She's gonna block the dynamos on the second one, and then Fluster Fist for 3, I believe, on the yellow.
It's a great hand. It's just also not a great hand.
She's talking. She has a great hand, but not a great hand. What do you think that means, this story?
No, no.
I have a few guesses, but we'll see if I'm right. All right. I think she. She did. She does. I think she has an all red hand.
So these are my cards.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I had a guess. She had some good cards, but they were all red. The Dory curse. Yeah. So yeah, those were great cards that she did not want to see. She wanted to see a blue.
I'm wondering if I need to mess with some ratios because this was performing like gas, and now like this
Yeah.
is so bad.
He did pitch a flick flag.
I think I have to see what this does first.
Yeah.
Nope.
No combo.
Your luck wore out, brother.
So he's pitching the flip flag to play Art of War.
So he doesn't have any blues, it looks like.
Ooh, that's a rough.
I'm running out of go again.
So he's doing go again +1 on this. Oh no, sorry, he's doing go again banish +2. So
She's in gold.
yeah, I think that's what I just heard.
Wait, no, you chose go again and draw 2.
Yes.
Really interesting.
So it doesn't get +1.
Correct. Yeah, so Jess was right.
This is 1.
For 1.
So
Yep.
Dynamo.
Yeah.
Then we'll go.
Yep. I think I see Ryan's line here. Can't say it because they might hear me, but I think I see the line.
Do I block with?
So he had to give it go again because he had pitched the flick flack, I believe. Well, I don't know, because the be like water. I'm not sure why he did that. Might be able to ask him afterwards. Oh no, we can't. It's dead. Never mind. Okay. I don't know. See if we break anything. How does that sound? Make sure I'm still here. Still here. Are we charging? Hopefully. It's not giving any indication that it's charging. Oh well. We'll work.
Oh, I'm making you work for this game.
She is making it work.
So she did survive that turn.
She did. She did.
I'm very proud of this game.
So I've noticed Ryan has whipped on 2 Ancestral Harmony turns.
That is rough. They can't hear. You're welcome. Yes, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. I thought I had this so optimized.
This was not. You burned so much. So
I'm realizing what's going on.
So wait. We can discuss after he plays.
So
Mm-hmm.
what I literally have to do.
Oh.
Surgeon coming in for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Unless you got another one.
Oh.
Well, I can sync on
She
it,
played the.
right?
That's what you can get.
So if I
Yep, so she's sinking, and then she's gonna draw. Ah.
An Ardmore, 2
So
to
close,
7.
so close. Well, good job, Ryan.
When I shuffled after doing that huge like double
Oh
push
my god.
yesterday, I saw that I still had all 3 Ardmores and all 3 successes remaining.
Yeah, that he was very low on terms of life.
An Arsenal one.
He was running out
I
of
lost
steam,
tempo.
Hmm.
and
I
she
tried to like
almost
run
clawed her
on
way
the
back.
Which is crazy. Yeah, the 1 to 7. Good job, Jess. We'll switch over to us casters. So yeah. Katsu, Ryan on Katsu goes through both Dories that are here tonight.
I think I got pretty lucky against both of us. I think.
Yeah. Katsu's also a rough matchup for Dory right now, just because that go wide thing we talked about it earlier, being able to Katsu to go so wide that sometimes your blocks don't matter.
Yeah, as Hachidori, against any mid-range deck, go wide.
Yep.
It goes well into any mid-range deck because you're designed to block like 1 or 2 attacks,
Yep.
and not 4 or 5 attacks.
Yeah, so having threat detection is hard when you don't know what's coming up, right?
Right.
So you always have to block the whelming. You always have to block the whelming, but do you overblock the whelming how many times to keep breaking stills from breaking? How is the ancestral in there so that they draw 2 cards? Like, you just never know.
Right.
And you can't, and that's why people hate playing against Story, because you just never know what's in the hand. Yeah, but no, I think Jess did a great job. The fact that it was, what was it? At one point it was like 20 something to 3.
Yeah, I think I remember one point Ryan had 31 hit points and
Yep.
Jess had under 10.
Yeah, 100%.
And for her to claw back from 1 to 7 is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yes, she did a great job. She did a great job. I think it went well. For what? So I heard you could hear us.
I could hear you guys go. You whipped on a ancestor.
Love to replay what you just happened, huh? Yeah. You did. I am proud. I'm very proud.
That's what I said. I was like, this is a losing game at this point, but oh my god, did I work you?
The flick flags almost got me killed.
It did. Yeah, I noticed that too.
I lost all my tempo when I was like swinging through. I drew 2 of them with no blue.
Yeah, the flick flack with no blue was really rough, and yeah. Do you think you run flip flack into Axe Story? No. He says no. Do not run flick flack into Axe Story.
It's fine, but I don't think they're presenting with like on hits. The reason why
Yep.
I played it was for like the down blade, try to stop some kind of counters.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think if
Yep.
you play
The only flick flack I liked there was that nourishing.
Yeah, the flip flag and the nourishing was A plus.
That hurt.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you for that hurting. Yeah, no, I for sure, I'm with you. I don't think you play flick flack into Axe Story. But you don't know it's Axe Story until they flip. You're gonna be really sad if it's not.
It was also really awkward after I did my double gust wave turn.
Yeah.
I shuffled that last time. I had 3 Ardmore, 3 ancestral, and 3 empowered.
I knew
Still
I was
in the
gonna
deck.
say.
I had 9 of my pumps still in the deck. With like
That's
had a
crazy.
double gate attack.
Yeah, and you were getting. I realized you were almost out of threats at the end there when you were going through. I'm like, wow, that was very close.
Yeah, I think
I mean, I still had tenacity, so like I think I would have eventually got to the point.
Yeah.
I would have done like Kadachi, one of the 7 gust waves.
Tenacity.
3 cards blocking and change tenacity.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I don't think I'll ever like in danger of not winning there, but
I made you work for it.
You did. Good job.
yeah, that was an interesting game.
I think if I broke Tunic a little longer.
I think you blocked at the right time though. Me and John both agreed when you blocked
Okay.
Tunic. Well, kind of. We would have blocked Tunic that turn. John was saying, and I kind of agree. Hold the Tunic for one of his 4 attacks. Just let the one. But then you're in a Kadachi lock stoner, so you never know.
I did. I walked you hard. I was like,
Yep. I think that's why the deck's so good and why everyone's playing it right now. It presents a lot of value. Mm-hmm. So yeah. All right. Okay, guys. We're trying to charge the headset so we can get some people on, but
no, that happens.
Oh, I think it clicked in for sure this time. Hold on, let me make sure I'm still talking. So we're good there. Yeah, still look like we have a few games going, so just stuck with me for a while. Oh, so yeah, we're gonna iterate again. Welcome to Gamers Gambit in Lake City. This is our Friday night casual classic constructed. It is free entry unless you want to get into League. League is cash entry, cash prize, depending on how well you do throughout the month. Um, we also have Blitz on Sundays at 1 o'clock. Uh, the CC starts at 6:30 Fridays. Blitz is 1 on Sundays. That is our armory. So we have armory prizing. That is also a free entry if anyone is interested. Other than that, tomorrow we have a ProQuest. That is at 1 o'clock tomorrow in Lake City, Michigan. Gamers Gambit. We will be here watching tons of fun games. I'll actually have another cast with me, my friend Goose. So we will be talking all things Fab. Fun times. Like I said, I am with Gamers Gambit YouTube channel. Yes, Gore Belching is fantastic in Warrior. Hard to beat CNC though, and I think that's why a lot of people run CNC still. But yeah, no, that Gore Belching was a lot of points of value on John's game. If you missed it, go back and watch it. It was a 19-point value turn, and it was fantastic. But yeah, like I said, if you are in Michigan and you play Fab and you want to go to a ProQuest, ours is tomorrow at 1 o'clock here in Lake City, Michigan, Gamers Gambit. A lot of the people you'll see on stream will be here tomorrow, and we'll have lots. Oh, if anyone's in chat and wants to ask questions, feel free. I can answer anything there. Yeah, other than that, we've seen 2 Katsu story games. So they were pretty close, both of them. So that's nice to see. Um, Gamers Gambit also has a live stream on Facebook right now. I do believe there is a game going if you would like to watch that. Gamers Gambit LLC on Facebook. You will be able to see cards being played there as well. So yeah, I know that game is still going. I don't think I can switch over to it though. I'm not smart enough for that. Otherwise, I'd cast that. Thoughts for next time. But yeah, I think we have 2 Dories, Katsu, an Arachne, a Victor. I'm not sure who everyone else is on tonight though. But tomorrow we are going to see a plethora of different decks, I think. It won't just be KO and Dory like we've seen in the last few procasts. Kasai's done really well, which I'm excited about. I think Kasai is very good. I don't think she's been quite solved yet either, which brings fun deck building opportunities. But yeah, I was talking earlier about spoilers for the new uh, the new Mystic equipment. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful cards. I will probably be playing Zen actually. I love cats, so I think I'm gonna make a cat Zen deck. I don't know if it'll do anything, but it'll make lots of cats, which I think is the important part. They might not attack for anything, but yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go for a quick break. We will be back when the next game comes, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back. Let's switch over to the game room as our next round is paired.
How did Riptide do it?
He's doing better now.
I would have bought Riptide even at
Let's see what we have. I think we have Riptide. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, we have a Riptide tonight. That's fun.
I would love him, but I don't know. He doesn't play the way I wanted him to.
And then I do believe Mike is on Prism,
Yeah.
possibly. So we
I
might.
wanted him
This
to
is
be
an
a little
interesting
more trap
match.
centric. I mean, I know you can play it that way, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was really hoping he would be a lot more trap centric, but I understand for game health reasons why he's not. But
wouldn't he just be another Yoji at that point if he was that because of all the defense reactions?
So I was thinking like not fatigue
Yeah.
dealing.
All right. So we're gonna see what we can come through. Let's turn them down a little bit.
Well, I was kind of hoping that he had traps to get too.
So yeah, what we're going to see here is with new Prism and new Luminaris, we're going to see a lot of Heralds, a lot of Yellows, a lot of Auras. Maybe not a lot of Auras. It's not like old Prism. Auras that basically block Phantasm. Riptide is a fairly cool character that I think there's still a lot of design space to design around. Really, the way Riptide works is when you play a card from hand, you may put a card into Arsenal, or play a card from Arsenal. I'm messing this up already. I have the card. Riptide. So yeah, whenever you play a card from hand, you may put a card face down into your arsenal. Whenever a trap you control triggers, deal one card damage, which Trap Tide has 100% been a design space that's been talked about for a long time. I think what we've really seen is we've seen almost an Azalea like Riptide a lot of times, where you play a pump for your arrow, put a card in arsenal, play like your bolt and shot with go again. Then if you can play another card from arsenal, you put another arrow in. Or then yeah, and then like your bolt and shot hasn't been put in from your bow. So yeah. Yeah, and then from Mike we're gonna see I think Austin is the one that's on Riptide tonight. And then Mike we're gonna see normal Prism. Lots of Heralds, lots of Angels. I cannot read these dice, so if you can't read them, I can't either. I assume that Mike would want to go first on Prism. He is running Goliath Gauntlet. Again, that pumps some of your Heralds. Phantasmal Footsteps, that's going to be pay one, ignore Phantasm, basically. They can be popped, though. And then Halo is draw a card, and then Vestige of Soul. I think you can, when you put a card in Soul.
Well, this hand has no arrows in it, so I'm going to really break Cold Punch instead.
Get out of here, Corey.
Oh, Vestige of Soul without the U, guys. That's very important. Yeah, so Vestige of Soul. If a card is put into your hero soul this turn, whenever you pitch a light card, instead gain that many resources +1. Wow, that's just really good. So when he's pitching the yellows, he's going to need to be pitched to turn on Numinaris. They're going to be blues instead of yellows, which is really nice. All right. So let's see who goes first.
Pit trap.
Okay, pitching a yellow. Death Dealer. Death Dealer is you load an arrow, draw a card. Bolt and Shot. This arrow will have go again if it has attack over the base. Playing the Bolt and Shot, just coming in for 2, I believe. No go again. Arsenal pass. All right, let's see what Mike will come back and in my opinion, the first really important turn of Fab.
So, have you played Prism yet?
No, I haven't. Not New Prism, at least.
You know how Phantasm works?
Yes, I know how Phantasm works. Because I know I'm never getting rid of it.
So, Prism says whenever a herald goes into my soul during the action phase, I can grab a figment from my deck and play it.
Which is the...
It's the angels before they're angels.
Yeah, it's the other side of the angels.
And then as an instant, I can actually awaken the angel by banishing and
But
play it too.
Vestige of Soul does that as well.
Yep.
Right?
So Vestige of Soul makes it so any time a card goes into my soul, my light cards will pitch for 1.
Oh, what's the one that flips the angels?
That's Empyrean Rapture.
Oh, is that one not as good?
That
Okay.
really is good.
Yeah.
Is that like a...
Yeah, Vestige Soul is very, very good.
So it's kind of weird because they're all legendaries, so you
Right.
can't really have a full figment strategy.
I guess that's true.
Empyrean Rapture is good as an aggro card, but I just find that this card gives you so much more value.
What do you feel about the angels like costing something to attack?
I don't hate it because they don't.
We're gonna go down just a bit. They're talking through like how the angels work, and again, he's gonna play Herald of Erudition. I believe this is the one that draws cards. I'm sorry for not knowing all the heralds. Yeah, when this hits, put it into your soul and draw 2 cards. It does have Phantasm. This is a yellow for 2 for 5. It does have Dominate.
Oh, I did that. No, I did that right. Yeah. From Arsenal.
Looks like there's some sort of trap. I'm not sure if it was triggered though. I can't tell which trap it is.
This triggers it. That's also Arsenal list. And it also that triggers on go again.
So this does have go again. So it will trigger. I'll get a frailty. I'll ping for 1.
Yeah, it looks like they're discussing whether triggers or not. Looks like both did trigger. He did get a frailty. Not as much of an issue. Gonna add a reaction on top. I think that's +3 to the Herald of Erudition. So this is now can't play from hand. Does have Dominate.
But I can't do that.
Wow, this is Trap Tide.
And it would trigger again, I think, because it does have go again. So it ping you for 1 again.
Looks like they're down to Mike will be down to 28 against this Trap Tide. Either Austin's running a lot of traps, or he just got lucky unlucky, depending on what you're thinking of.
It's cool. No, it's cool.
I like that. I almost never get to do that. So wait, no, you would keep because I give them to you on the turn. So you would keep them.
So yeah, frailty will go away.
Pitch, tarpit, trap.
Not that it matters too much for Prism anyway. There is a card in Arsenal, so that would matter, but.
Well, that sucks. Fucking shot for 5.
We see Lace. Nope, this is a. It's really hard to see these arrows. All of these arrows look the same to me. Looks like Mike is going to take it all down to 25. Lace with. No, it's not Lace. It's a Blood Rot arrow. Mike is going to hold priority and do some things. Do some instant things before cleanup. Play a Genesis. Oh god, this card has a lot of text. And does a lot of things. Genesis. I do know it has Spectra. It costs him 4 to do. At the start of your turn, you may put a card from your hand into your hero's soul. If it's an illusionist card, create a spectral shield. If it's a light card, draw a card. If it's both, you do both, I believe. It is an aura with Spectra, so if you attack it, it'll pop, but that ends your turn.
So the cool part about this too is it's put a card in my soul, my Vestige will be active.
Oh yeah, you're right. So now
all yellow pitch for blues, blues are 4s, yellow.
Looks like Mike now has pitched an Arclight Sentinel to play a Wartune Herald in blue. I do believe this is coming in for 4.
Okay. Oh, wait. So it has go again, you said?
Yes. That'll be yellow.
I will mooch
Oh, thank you, Hunter. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
If you're in the area, Lake City, Michigan, we do have a ProQuest tomorrow. We will be commentating, so if you want to watch, that starts at 1 p.m. Saturday in Lake City, Michigan. So if you'll be here, awesome. If not, feel free to watch. It won't just be me; it'll also be my friend Goose, who's been on here before, and we'll be commentating the whole thing, which I'm sure will be a full day of Fab, which is awesome. We love to see it. So yeah.
I actually really don't like how this is going because
So it looks like we have a trap block here. Um,
I'll let you keep the flip block. Hang on.
Again, this Arclight Sentinel, I believe, ended up being pitched for 3 because he was able to Genesis,
No, then
which
flip
is
an arrow.
Yes.
I think everything else is that.
Pretty much.
yeah. Still has some spectral shields, so that basically is going to end up being some ward. Ravenous Rabble for 4 looks like it revealed a red. Pop, take 2,
Combat training.
down to 19, looks like.
Release the tension. Defense reaction can be played from the arsenal. Doesn't matter.
For 3.
Yep. And then Fireball Trap, Infecting Trap for 8. One hit water fight.
So coming in with an infecting arrow, I believe. Not sure for how much. Could be 8. We'll find out when. Go down to 9. Oof, scary.
Okay.
Although Prism's not usually too worried about this kind of thing. That's what this deck is good at, right? Yep, it's gonna Genesis. Light cards will now pitch for 1 more because of Vestige of Soul. Make Spectral Shield because it is a Light and Illusionist card. Draw a card as well. Tome of Divinity pitch. This is draw 2, I believe. I mean, I know. I don't have to. Tome of Divinity.
Even when he's not playing Joe, he still has a card.
Yeah. And then if a card is put, so it's actually draw 3 cards because a card did get put in Soul from Genesis, so it is a 3-card draw on this Tome of Divinity. I found that this Prism actually plays kind of like a wizard in a lot of ways, a lot of instance, which is interesting to see. Oh, we're going to see the pitch of the Arclight Sentinel, and it's going to Halo of Illumination.
I always like that and Ebb and Fold are really good commons.
We're gonna see another draw.
Yep. And you do have the resources to flip it as well.
We're gonna see Mike probably play a lot more of these angels. These angels and figments do have ward.
Make your addition. This will make me a ponder. I don't have the token.
The figment erudition creates the erudition angel, which I do believe draws.
It's the same value, kind of a little bit. It's an extra card.
So we're going to pay the flip.
Pay the flip.
And now you're floating.
Nothing.
And we play the erudition angel, I believe, when she. Yeah, Hunter. Mike, who's playing the Prism right now, is also a Dramai player, and has definitely learned probably Prism because of that. She plays a little bit differently, I think. Dramai, I don't know. The way Prism plays, again, it reminds me a lot of a wizard. Like, very much playing instance, drawing a whole bunch of cards. Where Dramai played more like, I don't know. She very much was her own illusionist, which I really appreciated. I enjoyed the design space that Dramai occupied. I hope we see another hero like her or her again. So yeah, the hero, the Angel was blocked, but the Angel had go again because of the new Prism. Herald hits and goes into Soul.
I didn't realize it was every time something went to Soul.
Yep.
I didn't see
Yes.
that.
This is the figment of, I don't know, I want to say growth, but I know that's not right. I do believe he gets to put something back on top of his on top of his library.
Does it say the action phase? And action phase, so it will trigger.
Oh, it will. So it's just if you get a Herald into your Soul.
The reason that matters is Genesis won't trigger it.
Oh yeah.
So we got the rebirth ability will activate.
Rebirth.
Any yellow action card put to the top.
Okay. From graveyard.
Yep.
Is this your
Yep.
banished?
And puts the Herald at your addition on top, which is the Herald that will draw 2 on hit.
No, you're good.
You haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, Hunter, I've said we've had Prism the Yellow Illusionist, Jeremiah the Red Illusionist, and now we have probably what will be an almost all blue Illusionist. I'm excited to see what her design space will be for sure. I think the Mystic talent is very interesting. Like the Chi will. I'm excited to see what that brings to Fab. Honestly, I'm thinking of playing Zen with all the cats.
I'm gonna go to end. I'm gonna pay for the blood rot.
Yep. Wow, you're gonna 9 my blood rot.
Yep, paying through the blood rot. I don't see why not. Honestly.
I'm at 24 at the end of that.
Yep.
Okay. So I didn't lose too much.
Yep. Ponder goes off. Arsenal and pass.
So
Again, has ward, spectral shields.
So you can attack them, or they do have ward 4.
Okay.
So if you attack me and I let the attack go through, the ward would break.
If I so do these have Spectra though? If I hit them and it has go,
They do not have Spectra.
So I
Nope.
won't end my turn if I have go again and kill it.
Nope.
Okay.
Genesis does have Spectra. The Angels do not.
I'm gonna play Ravenous Travel. I guess targeting that because that's the draw cards one, right?
Yes.
So comes in for 4.
3.
Ooh, 3. Drew the yellow. Hate to see it. That Angel also has 4 life, so unfortunately not enough.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this into my Soul.
That was heartbreaking.
Looks like a merciful retribution into Soul. Makes sense for what he has going on right now.
Under it were red.
Banish 1, draw 2.
Looks like we're swinging with the Angel, drawing 2. Fun fact: the Angel is on attack, not on hit, which is very interesting because most draw card actions are on hit.
I don't think I'm gonna get trenched. So what are you blocking for?
Yep.
Yes.
Looks like blocking with trench here for probably a total of.
Pummel it though. It's not.
No, you can't pummel it.
Asking about pummel, that is an interesting thought, right? I don't think you can't pummel an Angel, but you could pummel the Herald, depending on their value. Definitely wouldn't run pummel in this deck, I don't think. Dominate Herald coming in. Looks like Austin on Riptide will be going down to 22. Draw 2 cards off of that. This Prism's turn is not done. Another Figment. Down to 21.
And also Bullseye Bees as well.
It does have AB. You're right.
Just staple it on there is fine. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, now I gotta think. Is there a movie scene with a staple gun that I don't know because I don't watch movies that often.
So he does have go again off of the Herald.
We're gonna John Wick it. It's fine.
Lots of cards in hand.
Oh, I didn't realize you've had an arsenal for a while too now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna turn. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, just slide them down. You're good.
Because I feel like this might get a little long.
Prism tends not to have long combat changes. Can only attack with Herald, Angel, Herald, or any variation of such.
Yeah. Does that So is it attack the same effect?
No, so when it attacks, I can choose to banish, and then they can take a yellow card from the discard pile on top.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so very similar effects. A lot of the ender events do have similar effects to the angels. So when the Figment came in, he was able to put a card from discard on top. That was his Herald of Erudition. Now we're seeing it when it attacks, he's able to do a similar thing, I believe. Yellow cards only.
I have most of the marbles. I'm just missing like rebirth.
It's very pretty.
Has another Figment of Ravages, I think, out. Swinging in with a red War-Tuned Herald.
No.
Okay.
Does not have go again because he's already swung with a Herald this turn.
14. That hit. So I guess I'll be at 50.
He's definitely thinking. Does seem like it's going to be a one card block for 3.
I'll be at 16.
Soul.
Yep.
Down to 16. Yeah, this is the problem. The Prism's willing to take that loss of life. And Arclight Sentinel. I did see it in Mike's hand. I knew it was coming. Not a lot of ways to get out around Arclight Sentinel. There's been a lot of talk about everyone running one time snap potion, because there is a basically infinite combo with Herald of Erudition, or the Angel of Erudition and Arclight Sentinel. So I do think a lot of people are saying you run one time snap, because if you get into that combo, there's nothing you can do. You can't attack. You can only attack the Arclight Sentinel, and then your turn is over.
So I'm gonna actually take 6 life. So yeah, because it gives +1 from bullseye.
Alright, so this will break.
Okay, so the Arclight is back. And I think he's close to the combo too. I'm not quite sure.
So that says the declaring an attack, so it would also work if I declared to attack an angel. Is that right?
Arclight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be out when you attack.
Okay, yeah. So if
but then when you attack, it doesn't matter where you declare.
That is a lot of soul. He's hit with a lot of heralds this turn. Riptide definitely saw all of their traps turn 1, unfortunately. And you know Ranger's not the best at blocking, so when you see all of your traps turn 1, that's not really what you want to see. Banish. Yeah, Arcanite Sentinel back, yep. Yep. I do believe this is the combo. Let's see. Let's watch and see if it happens.
I would be at 12 if I took this. Okay. I will take the 4.
Down 12?
Down to 11. I think I see 11 and 9.
We're going to come in with Sayura. So this does not have go again, but I do draw 2 cards.
Okay. If I take this, I go to 8. And I come back with...
So we did draw the Arclight Sentinel again, because that one on top. Yep.
Okay, never mind.
Arclight Sentinel again. Yep.
I guess in response to the Sentinel, then I will pitch Lunging Crest to go over to Western Leaves.
Sounds good.
I didn't hit an arrow.
What was the
Oh, it was a Lance of Thunder.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. You have to hit an arrow for it to break.
Yeah, I guess technically I just get to set up now, because what I can do is I can Ravenous Travel, declare something, goes to Arclight.
Yep, so it'll happen here.
But I can still Riptide because I played a card from my hand.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, it's just if you play a card from my hand.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. So, I do believe how that interaction works. I do believe that was played correctly.
To a Ranger hand. All pumps. Oh god.
Genesis will trigger.
Yep.
Put a card. Yep. Yeah.
I just realized you have Ward 8 right now.
Yes, well, Ward 12 technically.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So,
It'd be Ward 16 next time if you flip the angel.
I'm going to play Tome of Domain. Draw 3 cards.
Yeah,
Draw 3.
Prestige.
It's Genesis did trigger.
Do you only have one Genesis, or is it not worth it to have more than one?
Oh, it's not really not worth it. I guess it is still worth it, but I've only seen one so far.
Yeah, Genesis is a great card, and especially if you see it on turn 1.
Okay.
Oh, another tome drawing 3 cards.
More cards.
All of the cards.
You're at 8.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to mill you now. I'm gonna mill you out.
That was the last tome, I believe.
Swing with Rebirth, and use her ability to put Arclight
And
back
then
on top.
Arclight back on top.
Drawing 4.
Yep.
Are you just gonna start looping Arclight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
I might just concede soon then.
6 with go again. Goes to soul and makes it.
Yeah. I don't think you can get out of this loop unless you play a time snap potion. Is my understanding.
I said this was a ranger hand.
Definitely was a ranger hand. Is all pumps.
Yeah.
And then the Sorrel he'll attack with Erudition Angel, I believe. He might not. I don't think he has to.
If you were to attack this, would you have the resources to play the Arclight?
Yes.
Okay, so I might just concede then. I'm just gonna see what you're gonna do. If you're gonna just kill me with an attack.
Attack, banish, draw 2.
Mm-hmm. And then.
Yeah, 4 cards. I have to take my 4.
And then loop. Yep. Yep. All right. Well, Mike wins. Mike wins against the Riptide. New Prism, doing well. Doing well.
Yeah, and even then with the spectral shields.
Yeah. So yeah, we did have a Prism win. If I can get the mic working again, we'll see if and Mike the microphone, not Mike the anyway. We'll see if we can see if Mike wants to talk about his deck at all. Really well played by both players. Riptide seeing all those traps early. Did get Prism down to 9 incredibly early though, which is not too bad, not too bad. You definitely want to get her down as low as possible. Don't let her have time to set up. There's a lot of talk in the Fab community of whether do you swing to Prism's face or do you play the Principled and you kill angels and you kill like Genesis and take turns off. And I played yeah, GG Prism. I played against Prism a lot during, like the Everfest block when I just started. Into that whole block, and I eventually learned. I played Dory a lot, so Dawn played Dory does not go well into Prism. I eventually learned like you just go to face and hope for the best, but there's been a lot of talk online on how do you deal with new Prism. She's definitely making a splash, which good for her. I think she has the time and the she's putting the time. That new Luminars is lovely though. Angel's Glow, I think its name is. That's really the glow up she needed to be good. For sure. Yeah. Again, if you are just tuning in, this is Gamers Gambit in Lake City, Michigan. This is our Friday night CC Casual event. Tomorrow we have our Season 5 ProQuest. That'll be at 1 o'clock tomorrow here in Lake City, Michigan. And then Sunday we have our Blitz Armory, and that'll also be at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Our Blitz Armories are definitely for new players, so if you're excited to try Fab and you would like to try, make sure you come to Lake City on Sundays at 1. We would love to have we'd love to have you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter, 100%. She would not be nearly as good if she didn't have the new weapon. One sec, let me see if Mike wants to talk. All right, let's see if I can get this mic to work. Possibly might work. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, and then hit the button on the side and it'll unmute you.
Can we hear you?
You can. We can hear you. That's you.
Ooh.
You're caster 4. So
Hey,
yeah.
we'll take it.
So you got the combo off.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Genesis stayed up for a little too long, in my opinion, but I do think that I wasn't getting in there. I think that Riptide actually weirdly has a good match into Prism. The pinging one is really, really good. You can probably clear some angels, especially like board state.
Yeah, for sure.
Ravenous giving him the go again to be able to.
Oh no. Oh no. This was the issue I had last time. I don't know how it has died though. I just had it on the charger forever. I had it on the charger. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Sorry. Hold on. I can flip. Hold on one sec.
All right, there we go.
You're good to talk now.
I'm really enjoying the build though. I'm playing pure Luminaris. I believe that the full aggro of the Luminaris is good enough. I actually played Guardian just before this and won. I do think that you can win that matchup. That I didn't get the loop off or anything there, but what happened was I got close to it, and then by the time that loop kind of failed, they were at 11 life. So then I can just present enough threat, and I had enough passing mirage presence. But it's kind of funny because I was looking at Prism before the Luminaris only build came out, and I was telling somebody in the shop, I said, I really feel like, because I was playing Dramai before this, that I played Redline, and I felt that the aggro was really, really, really strong. And I said, Iris seems okay, but I feel like you should just try to kill your opponent. It felt really weird to say it that way, but I was like, I really feel like you can present enough damage. Your cards are so overstated because of the Phantasm that with new Luminaris you can still threaten them enough. And then
we actually have a convert from Dramai into Prism now too. So you have someone in the chat that's on your way.
Perfect. She plays as soon as you play her, you go, oh, I need a certain color, and I have Phantasm, and I'm presenting allies and damage. She plays so similarly. When you go to play her, you'll have those turns where you'll draw 7 cards, and you'll go, why does this deck do this? Like, I don't understand. Everyone always complains about Arclight, and I understand that card's extremely powerful, but personally, I think Tome of Divinity is the one.
Really?
Because drawing 3 off of a Tome of Divinity, and if you're getting to draw 3 from getting a Force in the Soul, you're also getting +1 resource from Vestige.
So you did that a lot.
Yep.
I was keeping track. 100% those yellows coming in for blue.
Well, and if you have a blue and a Tome, you can now pitch just the one blue to draw 3 cards. You're going so huge on the plus that at that point, there's no point. I don't see a reason for Empyrean Rapture anymore.
Do you think LSS rebroke Prism?
She's not like she was.
No.
Let's put it that way. OG Prism was, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to play Arclight for free. You know, when you're getting punched by an Arclight, you don't want to play the game anymore, right? So she's not like what she was, but I will say that if you're playing her properly and you know your lines and you kind of see those openings in your opponent, that Halo turn where you pop it and you draw 7 cards, it feels so overstated.
So how do you feel it's all new Illusion is coming out in blue? What do you think?
I'm excited.
because I'm hoping that she can do some interesting stuff with the Ward Illusionist cards that existed before. Because there's so many Illusionist cards that had Ward attached to it that aren't seen as very good. Yep, there's a headpiece and a chest piece. And they both do something when Ward pops on your board. So people were wondering if maybe she'd have a way to like turn Ward off because they also have Ward. So there'd be the world where it's like, okay, I either make a lot of spectral shields and I get these pluses from that equipment, or if her weapon we're able to say target a card, it loses Ward. Those pieces won't break as often, and she'll get way more value out of it.
Is that who you're most excited for that does that? Or?
Yes, I would say her for sure. It's weird. I never was like when I was playing Dromai, I was like, I'm not the illusionist guy. I like Draconic. I was like, it's cool. I could summon dragons. But then as soon as she LL'd, I was like, Prism's right there. I might as well give her a try. And then now Enigma's coming out, and I'm going, that seems pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah, I think at this point I have to do the admitting, but.
Hey, we need one. We need one.
Yep.
Looks like we're saying that he hopes for new Dromai.
Oh, I do have bad news for you, man. I don't know. I love Dromai. She's my number one, but the thing with Dromai that's weird is her whole kit relies on her hero ability. And so if you retune her, what ends up happening is you have to make Ash, you have to give your Dragons Go again. She's going to basically do the exact same thing she was before. So if they can figure out a way to retune her and still be able to play the old cards and be valuable with them, that'd be really cool.
I hope so.
But it would rely some new mechanic or some new way to get the things you were getting before.
I think, and a lot of people would disagree with me. I think Dromai has been the most fair meta hero we've had.
I agree. I've said when it comes to LLing, I think that she was the most fair LL hero right now.
I agree.
The reason she had to go was because she was too versatile. Every time a deck would come up and say, that's your counter, the truth was, no, it wasn't. You could just make a whole different build, and it would just counter that deck. You know, I even happened with KO when he came out. When KO came out, everyone, Dromai players were like, oh, well, Dromai's dead. And then over, a weekend, they figured out a build where they're like, oh, I could just over aggro and kill them. So it's like, no, okay, now we really need to worry, you know?
Yeah, no, I always thought it was really interesting that they printed the really good red tone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah, because she was doing so well at the time, but it was like, is Red Line better? Is Big Dragon better? And then the tome came out, I was like, oh, Red Line. Yeah, you just play Red Line. This is what they want you to do, so you just play it.
100%.
But, no, she's definitely missed. I think the whole community is feeling it, but I think that's personally why I think Prism's seeing interesting play, because then the Dromai players are moving to Prism and they're figuring her out. So
yeah, I'm very interested to see because Prism. I mean, Illusionist has always been good.
Yep.
Well, there was new Prism in the beginning.
Yeah, old weapon, unplayable. I can't. So I'm getting so much plus off that vestige, right? So I can pay for a lot. I still can't pay for that weapon though. There's just no way. I can't swing enough and pay for it. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I definitely think the new weapon makes her playable. It makes her good. I would definitely put her in the good category. I don't know how much do you play into KO?
So I've played KO a couple times. I actually played Dylan on KO too. What's interesting is KOs have figured out don't roll for scabs. Like they just don't want to do it, right? You have to in a Prism. And that's where I think you are a natural counter to Prism. You do have that natural presence over her. But I do think there is counterplay to be had because of that.
So, a few famous Fab people have come out and said everyone should be running time sandwich.
I kind of agree with it. Yeah, I think that the problem is with Prism is if you get caught off guard or you just have the wrong hands and they have the right hands, they kill you. They're in that position now where Arclight's such a strong defensive card and they have so much offensive presence that she can just kind of flood you.
Which without the Herald Reaper, or not
the
Angel Reaper,
yep.
whatever that one is, that Arclight Sentinel just dies. And I think that's the point of the time stamp, so that you can kill, because once that Angel is gone...
Once it's gone, you can't get your Arclights back.
So
yep.
really, that's the...
So it's the Prism's job at that point. Let's say you're playing Victor and you have a time staffs, or even like the skippers. What can happen is I, as the Prism player, now have to do the whole attempt to do the loop again. Have you break the loop, but I need you at a life that I can still kill you. That's where it puts the Prism player in a very uncomfortable position.
So yeah, there has been talk about the shoes, the pay one gain two extra.
It's pay 3.
Pay 3 gain 2 extra. Yep. Sorry. And they've talked about those instead of waiting for the time snap. You can just play those in Prism.
So the problem with time snap is you have to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if I get because of Halo, I can force the loop. As soon as I see even a hand of 2 pieces, I can do the loop by turn 2.
Yeah, which you did. I think you were close.
Yep.
I think you had Genesis, the Angel. I watched you pitch 2 arc lights, and I'm like.
Well, in that matchup, the aggro is almost more important. So at that point, I'm just going to pressure damage, and if I get the arc light, sweet. If I don't, my cards are so overset because he doesn't have enough poppers to make the problem go away.
Which there's a lot of heroes that's a Dory problem. Thankfully, Ninja doesn't have as much because they go so wide.
So I had a game into Katsu here. I lost die roll. He chose to go first. He did his entire Lynx combo, and Tenacity's not good into Prism because I don't block from hand, but on turn 0 I am. So Tenacity also got its boost. I went from 32 to 12, and I ended that game at 10.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I get that.
Because immediately after that, I was able to full punish. And as soon as that happens, because we both don't want to block from hand.
Exactly.
And if I'm presenting dominated heralds that you can't block with equipment, it's going to become a snowballing issue.
Yeah, you went to 9, but I was looking at your board, so I'm like, oh, I think he stays here.
Prism community have a saying right now. They say your life total is fake.
Yes.
And it's because you can, in one turn, you can go from having no ward to 8 ward. You know, and at that point, your life total doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, you go from 9 to 17.
Really, and then just back down to 9. You're like, okay, I have a full hand anyway, so. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I definitely recommend anyone to pick it up. Need more Prism players. Yes, more Prism players. The 2.
Never mind that I brought in 4 Dories. Never mind.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All the warrior running around. No, don't worry about that.
Prism eats good when there's a lot of warriors.
Prism eats good when there's a lot of warriors. That is definitely true.
Because I originally played in the Johnson after starter Prism.
Oh no! Oh no!
And I went to my first skirmish. My first opponent was a guy that played Prism, and I was on Dawnblade Dory, and it was my first big event. And I'm like, oh.
Yep. Dawnblade, in the face of Prism, I think there's no worse matchup in this entire game. Dawnblade just cannot handle Prism.
So the answer to that is you hit faces.
Yep. You swing for the fences all day.
You pump, and you're like, oh, Arclight Sentinel.
Yep.
Reset, pump, Arclight Sentinel. Oh, that's 2.
Yep. No, even the seismic surge thing, that's funny too, because when seismic surge pops, you can be like, by the way, Arclight Sentinel. But
yeah, very, very good.
I've heard a few people say they would love to see Arclight get banned or something, and I'm like, Tome of Divinity. Tome of Divinity. If a card has a target on it, it should be that one. Drawing 3. I think I just did it. I played Tome and then drew into another Tome, paid for it again.
No, that was your Angel edition.
Yep, so I drew what, 8 cards? It's too good. Likely, very likely. And I think I just decided for the economical play, just be like, you know what? Here's an Arclight. We'll have a Genesis up. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Again, that's the Dory.
Well, it's the Dory and the previous Arclight, catastrophe that was before. But yep. So some are playing that again. That it's seeing play again, and it's because people are starting to realize that it's getting a lot of value. So you might see that in this deck here soon. I won't lie to you. I understand entirely. All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna give it back to you. There you are.
Good luck on. I think we have one more game. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I don't know if we're playing a fourth or not. If you learn, let me know, please. Thank you. All right. So yeah, that was Mike on Prism talking about Illusionist, talking about all the fun things that are coming up. There's always, I think there will always be an Illusionist in our meta here. Although Mike is a fantastic player of whatever he chooses to play. But yeah, for sure. I'm not sure how everything is going. One moment, let me check. I will be right back, everybody. So I did learn that was our last round. I'm not quite sure who was in the top spot. I'm sure it was probably Mike, is my guess. But thank you for tuning in. I'll do one last shout out. If you are in town tomorrow or close to Lake City, Michigan, make sure you stop by at Gamers Gambit at 1 o'clock, and we will be having our ProQuest event. Other than that, shout out to Gamers Gambit in general. Fridays we have this Casual CC event at 6:30, and then Sundays at 1 is Blitz Armory. Also pretty casual as well. That's where we definitely encourage our beginners to come. So if you've never played Fab and you're interested and you're near us, make sure you stop by. Our community is fantastic. I do love them all, and have a good night. Bye, everybody.